Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, turkeys.
Oh, here we are. And today is sponsored by everyone's favorite thing, icebreakers.
It's literally, why are they so stress-inducing? Why is it so annoying?
I want to know, does anyone like them? Because why does it feel like we all hate them and we all keep doing them?
It sounds like a good idea, but depending on what environment you're in, and most people don't have an excellent, great work culture. Like if you're on Zoom or something, and
Yeah,
it's just one of those things where it almost feels obligatory versus something that everyone wants to do. I don't
neither. But here's 20 things I'd rather do than a pre-meeting
know.
icebreaker. Do you want to kick it off?
Yes, and this one's crazy to me. I don't even know if I can do this, but I would attempt to run a half marathon before having to do a stupid icebreaker.
It's beautiful. I would rather have an eyelash stuck in my eye that I couldn't get out for a full 24 hours.
I almost said that. But next best thing, I would rather I would rather wake up with a toe cramp because I feel like that's even worse when you wake up from deep sleep and you've got a major toe cramp. I would rather deal with that than do an icebreaker. I don't know what is a hobby of mine. Like, what's an interesting fact? I hate it so
I
much.
don't have any fun facts. I don't want to lie and then tell you a truth. I don't know what fucking Disney princess I would be. Like, I don't have a favorite movie, book, or TV show. I don't have a favorite color. If that girl from the other week that did the couples questions, if she came up with icebreaker questions, I might be on board for those.
That's true. But you also, it's one of those things, I think my problem is you are trying to, like, if you and me were just, oh, what's an interest? Okay, I could say whatever. I like to make sourdough bread. Okay, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. But for whatever reason, when you're in front of like your coworkers or people you just don't know as much, you start overanalyzing what you would actually say. And then I'm like, I don't have any hobbies because I have kids and I work. I don't have any interesting facts because I'm busy
Well,
with work and kids. Like,
also, this is a hobby, but there's no part of me that's going to be like, I do a podcast with my friend.
yeah, exactly.
I'm not embarrassed that we do this, but something about saying those words out loud just is really offensive to me.
1,000%.
Okay, well, I would rather do 4 hours of uncontrollable hiccups than start a meeting with an icebreaker.
4 hours is all right. I give it to you. I would rather have to write a 10-page paper.
I actually don't
And
think I would hate that.
I know, but I would not use AI.
Yes, okay,
That's the
yes.
caveat.
I would rather serve on jury duty than do an icebreaker.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Well, in my mom era, I would rather change not just 10 diapers, but 10 blowout diapers.
Wow.
That it's a lot too, because you got to logistically figure out where you're turning the body versus the baby versus the poop getting all over the place. Like it's a whole strategic analysis. So I would
Some
deal with that though.
Sometimes I've thought that they should make a pad instead of a diaper where you can like take the poopy diaper off and put the poopy butt on just to get the main poop away
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then do the cleanup and then transfer into the clean diaper, like a secondary holding position, but not something that's as expensive as a diaper.
That's fair. Well, just a little side tangent because we will go through these fast. We have like little pads on the diaper thing in case there's an accident. So you could just
Yeah, yeah.
roll that one up. But the problem is getting the shirt off. So luckily, if they're in the right kind of shirt, you can pull it down because you can't pull it up because it'll get in their hair. So you have to pull it down and then it's all over the pad. And you start the initial cleanup and then you throw the shirt and the pad in not the
Yeah.
trash, the laundry, and then you finish the cleanup.
Before I
The
throw
whole
the
thing.
shirt in the trash.
It depends on the stank of it. There's some times where you wash something 5 times and that stank is still in there and you just have to throw it away.
Um, well, I would rather wait in line at the post office than do a pre-meeting icebreaker.
Okay. I have that same exact one, but I'll switch it to I would rather have to go inside into the DMV rather than do an icebreaker.
Boof. I would rather sit at the airport terminal for a 2-hour flight delay than do a pre-meeting.
Well, that's a good one. I don't
Icebreaker.
like that at all.
Hate.
Um, well, I would rather spend a day having to call and shop around for insurance, which is the worst.
I would rather eat goat cheese, which I find absolutely to taste like the smell of a barn stall, than to do a pre-meeting
Goat
icebreaker.
cheese. Goat cheese. I feel like I've had that once. Is it just goaty?
Other people like it. I think there might be something with my taste buds. I literally feel like when I exhale that it's the equivalent taste of inhaling a stall from a petting zoo.
Oh, that's not good. Do you like blue cheese?
I've had it on like carpaccio, but I thought that I was allergic to it because I am allergic to penicillin, but I didn't die, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Well, I wonder if you had blue cheese and goat cheese all in one bite.
I might just do an
Maybe it'd
icebreaker
be
for that.
better.
No, I can
Maybe the
taste goat
blue
cheese
cheese
through
would cut.
anything.
Oh my gosh.
My mom one time, I'll never forget it, as a kid, made twice baked potatoes and she put goat cheese in it and she didn't tell me. And I ate one bite and I looked at her and I said, "There's goat cheese in this." And she was horrified that I could tell. I'm like, I don't know. I must have some kind of weird sensitivity to it or something. It really grosses me out.
Yikes. Okay, good to know. Good to know. I would rather than do an icebreaker, I would rather deal with an underground pimple, which
Oof.
those last forever.
Forever. Well,
And they're just mm,
I would rather attend a collegiate mathematics lecture than do a pre-meeting icebreaker.
actually would. That sounds enjoyable.
Why no, but not for me.
I'll never get over how much I enjoyed calculus in college.
You know what? I actually liked trig. And you know why? It's because it wasn't math. It was puzzles. It was letter and
Oh,
number puzzles.
that's fair.
I did not
Interesting.
mind a trig proof, but don't the fuck, what really fucked me up was stoichiometry and chemistry.
What's
I
stoichiometry?
don't even, I
That
blocked
was
it
not
out.
on my agenda. Oh, that's weird. Okay,
I
I
just
would
need to finish
rather.
the sidebar. I was in advanced chemistry in high school. Why was I in it? I don't know. I used to bring my coloring book with me to class so I could pay attention. I just need to do something while I'm
Okay,
listening. Like,
okay.
I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm sure the teacher thought otherwise. But literally, that class was for people who wanted to be science majors in
Yeah,
college.
yeah.
The teacher looked at me one day and she was like, "I literally don't know why you're in this class." And I was like, "Me either, bitch. Me
Was
either."
that in high school or college?
High school.
So weird.
I think the first day, everyone's like, "I want to be pre-med," and she looked at me and I was like, I don't know why
I don't
I'm
know.
here.
That's funny. I don't know if I
I
took
wish
that
you
or
would have
not.
encouraged me a little more because now I think I would have enjoyed some of that, not the stoichiometry. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Well, instead of an icebreaker, I prefer to sit in traffic for an hour, like bumper to bumper traffic.
Yes, I actually said that I'm just going to skip ahead to it, but I would rather sit in 45 minutes of a traffic jam in August in Florida than do an icebreaker.
Do you not
And
use
that's
your
a
AC?
specific, you gotta like kind of finagle with it so your car doesn't
Yeah,
overheat.
that's true. Eee. Eee. Okay. Uh, well, I would rather. I did a lot of things in an hour because I felt like that was a long time.
Yes.
To do something else. I would rather be on a Zoom call with a mandatory camera on meeting than have to unmute myself and do an icebreaker.
I literally said I would rather attend an online on camera training on ethics than do
Well,
an icebreaker.
ethics. Ethics.
If anyone's ever had to sit through an ethics meeting, you know.
Yikes. Okay, another hour comparison. I would rather be on hold on the phone for an hour because I can do other things.
1,000,000%. I would rather pick up dog poop in my backyard, also in the heat of mid-August, than do a icebreaker.
I almost went the poop route, but I turned a corner a little bit and I said I'd rather, because I was going to say I'd rather step in dog poop, but honestly, that sounds pretty terrible. I'd probably just do the icebreaker, but I would step in fire ants,
Oh
which,
no.
well, not like a whole thing where like 30, 50 get on me, just like a couple.
I got one fire ant bite when we were up on our property doing yard work, and that one ant must have bit me 15 times because that whelp was there for days.
I think I'm allergic to them because they get really big and they get white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
and then
good.
they ooze a little.
And then you're not supposed to pop them, but who am I to not pop something that looks like a pimple?
Who doesn't pop? Okay. I would rather clean toilets at Starbucks. Excuse me. I would rather clean the public toilets at a Starbucks bathroom, which I have done numerous times, than participate in an icebreaker.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fair. I would rather accidentally, because I've done this before, I would rather accidentally drink out of my drink with a straw and realize there was something in my mouth, aka a fly in my mouth. Honestly, it's kind of like the worst feeling ever, but I think I still probably would do that over an icebreaker.
Yeah, because then it's
You
done.
just have to wash your mouth out, and it's so gross.
I would rather drink apple cider vinegar than do an icebreaker.
It's a good one. That's hard for me. I would rather drink or eat something so hot that I accidentally burn my tongue, which is pretty common unless I let things cool for a really long time.
Rather actually teach an hour-long training session than have to do a 10-minute icebreaker.
Wow. I almost I would rather just make a presentation and present it rather than do that, but I don't think I would go that far, but that's a good one. What I would rather do is I would rather skip my coffee that day and risk getting a headache than have to do an icebreaker.
Ooh, that's a good one. How about this? I would rather watch 3 episodes of Blippi than participate in an icebreaker.
Me 100% because now Blippi is like just in the background, but what I put on here, which is so funny because we don't really listen to this, but I've heard a few. I would rather listen to Kids Bop for an hour, even though the sound of little children singing normal songs is kind of like
Yeah.
teeth grinding to me.
It freaks me out too because some of the songs I'm like, I know you guys have modified the lyrics, but like I know what this song is actually about, so I feel like we
Yeah,
shouldn't be singing this as
I
a
agree.
child. I would rather watch a World War II documentary for 3 hours than participate in an icebreaker.
I would 100% do it. I would just have to be prepared to cry. Uh, I would rather get 20 emails instead of, even if I only have to talk for like 30 seconds during this icebreaker,
Yeah,
I would rather get 20 emails and have to deal with those 20 emails than speak for 30 seconds.
I feel that. I would rather read an encyclopedia for 45 minutes on the various elements of the periodic table than do an icebreaker.
I don't know if I could focus for that long. Um, okay, I would rather eat popcorn and then get a piece of kernel stuck in my teeth and have no toothpick around and just be for 30 minutes trying to get that thing out.
Trying to find a piece of paper that you can use, see if
Yeah.
it's clean enough. I would rather go to the zoo at noon, also in August.
Oh my, that's, I don't know if I can handle that. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I love this. Actually, I don't. I find zoos really depressing unless it's like barnyard animals at the petting zoo.
Yeah. Speaking of teeth things, I would rather go to the dentist than do an icebreaker.
Dude, literally my next one, I would rather get my teeth cleaned.
Yeah.
Some people like that. I hate it. I love the after feeling, but I hate going to the dentist.
I don't love it's for me it's just the getting there. I don't mind the situation except when they do that wax on, wax off thing because it like tickles and it stresses me out a little bit. Okay, my last one is I'd rather get a drink, like a coffee drink from a nice place, whether it's Starbucks or a local coffee shop, and be so excited to drink it and then accidentally spill it on the ground and then do an icebreaker. And that's really
Great
depressing.
one. I would rather fold fitted sheets.
Oh, you mean
And
crumple
last
them
but
up
not
into a ball?
least, yes, last but not least, I would rather take all my clothing to the laundromat instead of using my home washer and dryer than participate in an icebreaker.
That's a good one. I don't know if I'd be willing to do that. Wow.
My boss doesn't hear this, but until next week, I love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.